Hello everyone, my name's Harry and I own a Mercedes Vito 113 CDI 2015 plate. In recent months I've had the engine management light come on, the yellow light on the dashboard display. I've plugged my diagnostics tool in to the cab and it's come up with an error code of P2600 Auxiliary coolant pump circuit open closed. Now I've done a little investigation into this. Apparently there's an auxiliary coolant pump somewhere in the system. Has nothing to do with the coolant system of the engine. This is completely separate, something to do with heating up and cooling down the internal cabin area of the vehicle when it's first switched on and when it's switched off. Now, I've scoured through YouTube for some videos on this problem. There aren't any that were really that clear apart from one, and this was a trained mechanic, and he basically had the same error code with the same vehicle, and he said that the culprit was this part here, which is the switchover valve solenoid for the auxiliary coolant pump, and if this goes, apparently it can remain closed or stuck open. And he said that this was the problem. He swapped it over and it resolved it for him. Now I have to say that there has been no effect on the engine performance at all. It runs fine, absolutely, but obviously the engine management light remains on. Now again, as I say, I've got this part. I'm going to take a swing and hopefully it is this, the solenoid, rather than the actual coolant pump itself, because I'm struggling to find exactly where that is. Some people have said it's under the driver right wing, some people have said it's behind the wiper motor, some people have said it's behind the firewall on the bulkhead. So I'm hoping it's not that, even though I have looked, that particular part again, it's about 50-60 quid, so not massively expensive, but probably a bit harder to find and to replace. But as I say, I've got this, it's a genuine part from Mercedes, and it's just cost me just under £40. So I'm quite pleased with that for an original part. So let's get down to the cab, let's get the cab into the garage, and let's get this swapped over and see what happens. I'll see you in a bit. Right, so there's our amber or yellow engine management light on, has been for a little while now, and as I said at the start, this hasn't affected the performance of the actual engine itself, and again, repeating myself, apparently this particular part of the cooling system has nothing to do with the engine cooling. So there you go. Right, okay, so let's get the bonnet pulled and we can replace this solenoid and see what happens. So here we are, got the bonnet up. Now, the solenoid part that we're going to replace is just there underneath the air filter box. So, unclip the oil feed reservoir pipe here, it's just a little clip. Pop the box, and you can see I've already just undone the airflow pipe there. We'll pull it off, and then underneath that you've got the engine cover. That probably might not even need to be pulled out because, as I say, the solenoid's over here, but if so, it's fairly straightforward, you just pull it out. So I'm going to remove all that, and then we can get a look at the solenoid. Right, so the airbox filter has been moved over to the side. Don't need to unplug it or anything, just unclip it and move it over. The plastic engine cover did have to come off because it was just covering the solenoid that we need to get to, and as you can see, there's the part there. Okay, so it's just a case of, from what I can see, we've got one small clip here and one here at the top, and then it slides off that way, and then once I've got it off I can show you the pipes and the leads and how they come off and on and off. Right, so there you go. It's off the body. So all it was is, as I say, just press down on that little spring there, pull forward, and it just slips off. So I'm going to disengage all the disconnect all the wires and the pipes now, and then we'll go from there. Okay everyone, so that's the old solenoid removed, and as I say, there's just two pipes on this side that you just pull off, just wedge them off with a screwdriver, and an electrical connector on top there, and this sort of this pipe here, it just looks like it's sucking in air through a tiny little filter. I don't know if you can see down there. It doesn't seem to go anywhere, but that's it. So let me get the new one on, and then we'll see what happens. So there we go, guys. So all I'm going to do is just replace this small little tube here. I think it's an air intake through filter, and then I'll attach it back to the vehicle. Okay everyone, so I'm just going to connect the diagnostics tablet to the vehicle. I fitted the part, alright, and you'll find it on the Vito 2015 anyway, the 113 CDI, up here to the right of the accelerator pedal. So that's plugged in. Let's see what we get. Right, so ignition on, and then we're going to go into the diagnostics now, and hopefully this would have resolved itself. So let's okay that, see what it's doing. Okay, let's read the codes. Right, so that's the current one there. Okay, so let's see if it's going to clear that. Let's erase that code. Yeah, it's resetting there. It's processing. So there you go, we've got a green light. So hopefully that will resolve that problem. So let's have a look now. So switch back on, and the engine light's off. Oh my god, there we go. Unbelievable. There you go, done. So hopefully that has resolved my issue. Well, that's it people. I hope this video helps, because the video I watched helped me, so I hope that this helps you in return. And if you do have the same problem, drop some notes on the video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.